Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Steve on the nightly day, around about day 80, 81, got a mile to go. I'll read a couple of excerpts from a book called Nature in Your Basket by Richard Mabey. I've got this on my 50th from a girlfriend. Part your ways, so we did. Anyhow, this book is every edible plant, fungus, mushroom, or seed you can eat in this country. And it was pretty useful at the time. So this is a blast in the past for me. Going back 14 or 15 years. I don't know where she is now. I read a excerpt of it on trees and shrubs. And that's the bit I'll be reading. Yep. Right, most trees and shrubs produce flowers and fruits in abundance. So it's possible to pick rather larger quantities than you can from smaller ground plants. But you've got to remember that what is a luxury for you is an essential food for wildlife. So leave enough for the birds and animals. Otherwise they starve. And if you know what it's like to be hungry, intensify it, that's all you've got. They don't store like we do. Nature is their larder. So if you're picking leaves or flowers from trees, observe the same principles as those applicable to wildflowers. If picking fruit, make certain, first of all, that it's ripe. Ways of judging this, I've given in a text for each individual species. Avoid overripe or rotten fruit, or fruit that's obviously been eaten by insects. There's no need to be worried, however, about a few pecks by birds. Gather into an open basket, or into a strong bag that stays open while you're picking. The two hands are needed for dealing with a tall or tangled bush. Use a walking stick to bend down high branches, but take care never to break them off. Now, if you break a branch off a tree, it's the same as having your finger broke. Yeah. Finally, remember to sow a few of the pips from the fruit you've picked, either in your garden or, if there's room, elsewhere on the site where the tree or shrub was growing. This will help guarantee the next generation of trees. I think that's pretty cool. I'm going to open now this at random at one item, and here we go, randomness. Oh, not that random. You all know about raspberries. But how about barberry, or as it's called in a posh world, Berberis vulgaris. Now, hold it, fancy to be called vulgar. Right, here we go. Because of its spiny branches and brilliant scarlet berries, barberry was once popular as a hedging plant. It was shock-proof as well as being ornamental. From the last century, it was discovered that the foliage was a host of the black rust fungus that could devastate cereal crops, and most bushes growing in arable fields were destroyed. Today, barberry is largely confined to the hedges and pasture land and to old parks and commons. The berries are strikingly attractive, being brilliant red in colour, oblong in shape, and hung in loose clusters all over the bushes. They're usually ready late August or early September, but check the ripeness of seeing if a berry will burst when squeezed. It's advisable to use scissors and gloves when picking because of the shrub's long, sharp spines. You can make barberry dressing. The juices of the berry pleasantly tart and make an excellent jelly with lamb. But it's a shame not to make use of their shape and colour. and the sense they give of being concentrated capsules of juice. Many of the most interesting uses of barberry have been partly decorative. They can be used as a dressing for roast duck. They burst during cooking and baste the meat with the juices. Now Mrs. Beaton, that's her name from the past, suggested that berries arranged on bunches of rice of nice curled parsley make an excellent and exceedingly pretty garnish for white meals. Some cooks float the berries on top of fruit salads. You can do canned berries. The berries can be candied for longer storage. Boil sugar into the syrup point and dip the bunches of barberry into this syrup for 5 hours. Remove the berries, boil the syrup up to the candy point, then return the berries for a few minutes, then remove them and allow them to set. Now, shrub of hedge of waste places growing to 10 foot or 3 meters. It's spiny, with small toothed or oval leaves, yellow flowers and scarlet berries from July. Well, let's have a look at a picture of one, shall we? There we go. That's the barberry, or Berberis vulgaris. And that, my friends, is it. However, I have one little query in my little head. On that plant, its name, Berberis vulgaris, is that where they get berberine from? And if it is, pretty cool, because that's a modern take on carbohydrate control. Yeah. So that's it, my friends. I shall speak to you tomorrow. It's Friday and I'm on holiday on the 6th. But I might go away on the 4th. Get a bus somewhere. Take a walk in the hills. Have a great day. Let's have a look at the weather. Oh yes, I think. Look at that sun. It's going to be a nice day. Have a good one. Bye.